We're going to have details, including where he popped the question.
I'm Deena Centofanti. Did you know that there are 3 layers of pool safety? I'll tell you exactly what they are, and I'll show you some cool stuff to stay safe around the pool.
This two-faced feline is turning heads right now, but his condition is a lot more common than you might think.
I'm Deena Centofanti. It's one of our favorite places to be when the temperatures heat up, the swimming pool. But the statistics about drowning can be quite sobering. In fact, it is the #2 cause of injury death among kids ages 14 and under. Every year, 300 toddlers drown. 800 children 14 and under drown. The majority of those kids are drowning in residential pools like the one I'm at right now. And they also drown while being supervised by at least one parent. So what can you do? I want to talk about the 3 layers of safety. The first layer involves your windows and your doors to your house. This is Steve from Leslie's Pool and Spa. Okay, Steve, so you have the door alarm here. Relatively inexpensive way to make sure that your kids are not getting out without you knowing it. So show us how it works.
It's actually very inexpensive. Common price is $9.99, and it's very easy to install. All you're going to do is bolt these 2 sensor pads right into the door here, and then this system right here will get mounted up on the top as accordingly.
Okay.
Now what happens is, as the kid opens the door, the sensors release and it creates a chime.
There you go. And then you know instantaneously if the child is getting outside and getting close to the pool. Now the second layer of safety is the perimeter. We're talking about fencing. We'll do that later in HealthWorks.
The Food and Drug Administration is recalling more than 50,000 cardiac defibrillators. It's news that works for your safety. At least 2 patients have died after implanted defibrillators made by Guidant Corporation malfunction. The devices are designed to shock the heart back into a normal rhythm when it starts beating irregularly. However, Guidant says the devices have failed at least 45 times. The models involved in this recall include the Prism 2 DR, the Contact Renewal, and the Vitality AVT. If you have one of these devices, contact your doctor.
Yes, Humphrey Bogart said it first, and now Tom Cruise can also say we'll always have parents.
The juicy details on his proposal to girlfriend Katie Holmes just minutes away.
And also coming up, the board game famous for passing go and collecting $200 is celebrating a major milestone by going human. That's up next in the Fox Beat.
Kia Fest 05. Here we go.
Kia, Kia, cash back in me hand. They're the sweetest deals in all the land. Sweet, sweet dealing. Deals will leave you screaming.
That's the sound of savings.
It's Kia Fest 05, the sweet dealing tour. Get up to $4,000 cash back. The savings are classic. Visit your Metro Detroit Kia retailers.
The rent check was the last straw. How could you not get it there? I depended on you.
Cameras home.
I'm Deena Centofanti. Did you know that drowning is the leading cause of injury death for children ages 4 and under? So I'm hanging out at the pool today to tell you what you need to do to keep your children safe.
Blowout like that. I didn't expect that, but I got faith in my homeboys. They're gonna pull us through.
Fox 2 News at 10.
Breaking news.
I'm Deena Centofanti, hanging out at the pool in HealthWorks, talking about the 3 layers of pool safety. We talked about doors that lead outside, putting alarms on those. Now we want to talk about the perimeter, the fencing. You should have a fence that surrounds your pool with a gate that locks securely. This is Steve from Leslie's Pool and Spas. And Steve, a lot of people aren't allowed to put fences up in their neighborhoods, but this is a solution to that, right?
Yes, this is a temp fence. It's easy installed, goes into your concrete, and it comes down very simple in the winter.
Okay, put it up and take it right back down. And then you have an example here of this type of fence, and this goes on top of above ground pools, right?
That it does. It mounts right into the rails.
Now, the 3rd layer of pool safety is actually inside the water, and for that you need a water alarm. This is Chris. Chris, tell us how this one works.
Basically, this is the sound you're going to hear when a child falls in the water.
Okay, so a child falls in. If you got your water alarm, you'll hear that beep. It also has a remote sensor, so you will hear that in the house, in the kitchen, say, as well. Coming up later in HealthWorks, I want to tell you about the hottest item right now for child safety around the pool. It is selling off store shelves. I'll tell you about that later in HealthWorks.
And also in HealthWorks, lots of parents videotape the birth of their new baby, hoping to preserve the moment forever. But many hospitals are now banning video cameras in the delivery room. They're afraid the footage could be used against the doctor in court if something goes wrong with the birth. Some hospitals allow individual doctors to decide whether they'll allow cameras. We went to work. Most area hospitals we checked with do not allow parents to record the birth itself. The exception? Providence Hospital in Southfield. If you're planning to record your child's birth, check with your doctor ahead of time to make sure it's okay.
Have you picked out that perfect gift yet for Dad? If not, Fox 2 News is working for you all new at 6 o'clock.
I gotta get to work. Monica Gale here now with a preview. Hi, Monica.
Marie Sherry, a neighborhood is in shock tonight. A young girl is killed crossing the street, but will the driver face any charges? And look out below, this massive blimp falls right out of the sky. It's all straight ahead on Fox 2 News at 6.
We designed it to move, and it became the most powerful car in its class. We designed it to do most everything, and it became the best-selling car in its class. We designed it for the driver, and in its first year, it won Strategic Vision's Total Quality Award. And now they've been designed for everyone. Introducing GM employee pricing.
Dial your way to a slimmer body.
I'm Deena Centofanti, having a little bit of fun at the swimming pool today, but I'm also here to talk about the dangers of residential swimming pools. I'll tell you what you need to do to protect your family. Coming up in HealthWorks.
You can come to the baseball game here at Comerica Park and win a Chevy, a red, beautiful Cobalt. I'll tell you how, and we'll talk about the Father's Day forecast right after the break.
Kia Festo 5. Here we go.
It's got 6 airbags! Yeah! No, 6!
And you get tons of cash back, miss.
Spacious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Kia Fest 05, the sweet deal-in tour. Get up to $4,000 cash back. The savings are classic. Visit your Metro Detroit Kia retailers.
Got a great dad? Give him a great gift. Kohl's has lots to choose from. On sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Kohl's 3-day great gift sale. He'll be styling in a great selection of shorts, tops, and...
I'm Deena Centofanti, hanging out at the pool to talk about water safety. You know, drowning is the second leading cause of injury death for kids ages 14 and under, and most of those kids drown in residential pools just like this one. So the National Safe Kids campaign has come up with what they call water safety wisdoms. I want to tell you what they are. First one, supervision, meaning an adult has to actively watch kids in the pool. Environment, which means you have to have a fence around that pool and alarms inside the water. Third one is gear. Safety gear needs to be used when necessary, like personal flotation devices, and education. Teach kids how to swim and then also teach them about water safety. I want to tell you about a hot new gadget. It's called the Turtle Band. It's so hot, I don't even have one here to show you because stores are selling out of them. It's a band that kids wear like a wristwatch, and it's got a water sensor in it. And when the kids go in the water, you hear an alarm go off inside your house. The disadvantage is that the kid can take it off, and rain will also trigger that alarm. But a clever new safety gadget sells for about $200. That's HealthWorks. I'm Deena Centofanti.
Also in HealthWorks tonight, you use your cell phone for email, instant messaging. Now it can also be your personal trainer. Cell providers like Verizon, Alltel, and US Cellular are offering programs like Pilates to combat America's rising obesity problem. For $5 a year, you can download different workout plans directly onto your phone, and then you can work out wherever you are. Check with your provider to see whether the program's available for your phone.
First, we're going to talk about weather, and then we're going to talk about this beautiful red Chevy Cobalt. All right, weather-wise, we do have mostly cloudy skies out here. We have seen mostly cloudy skies through the day, and yes, it has been cool, let's show you some of the views from our Fox Cam here in Southfield. You can see lots of clouds in Southfield, and as a result, it is cool out here. Temperatures right now in the middle 60s. Let's check out some of the numbers across the area, starting with today's high of 69 degrees. The average high, 79, not even close today. And yes, this morning we did bottom out at 52 degrees. Let's take a look at those numbers, and you'll see nothing warm to be found on this map. 68 Cleveland, 63 Flint. How about a chilly 57 up there in Port Huron? Let's take a look at what's going to happen across the region, and you'll see the warmer air that's way out to the west. Minneapolis 81, Des Moines 81, St. Louis 81. That weather is going to come our way for Sunday and Monday. But tonight it's going to be cool with the clouds hanging on tough. You'll see that trough there to our east sliding to the south, but high pressure over Wisconsin will eventually clear all this stuff out, and we will see a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. More sunshine expected on Father's Day. That is Sunday, of course. All right, for tonight, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies, a chilly night, but a dry night. So if you're coming down to the game, it is going to be dry. No need for any, outerwear, or rain gear, I should say. 54 degrees the low. Now for tomorrow, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds, 71 degrees for a high, and that's still a good 9 degrees below where we should be for this part of June. And then on the 5-day forecast, notice that for Father's Day Sunday, we do warm up nicely. How about 77? Of course,